Germany's political landscape was thrown into turmoil as opposition leader Friedrich Merz's controversial migration plan passed a parliamentary vote with the backing of the far-right Alternative für Deutschland, AfD, prompting Chancellor Olaf Scholz to condemn the move as an unforgivable mistake. The narrow vote, 348 in favor, 345 against, and 10 abstentions, marked a significant shift in Germany's approach to migration and raised concerns about the erosion of the country's long-standing political firewall against far-right populism. Merz, the leader of the CDU/CSU alliance, introduced the proposal in response to a deadly knife attack last week, which reignited public debate over migration policy. His five-point plan calls for stricter security measures and the closure of Germany's land borders to irregular migration, a move Scholz's Social Democrats and the Greens argue violates both German and EU refugee laws. Tensions ran high in the Bundestag as Scholz accused Merz of aligning himself with anti-democratic forces, warning that the opposition leader had compromised the fundamental values of the Republic. Robert Habeck, the deputy chancellor and the Greens' candidate for chancellor, urged Merz to reconsider, stating, "Mr. Merz, don't vote with racists. It is not necessary and it is ill-advised." But Merz, despite acknowledging discomfort at the prospect of the AfD's support, defended his decision as a necessary step to secure the vote. The far-right party's parliamentary leader, Alice Weidel, embraced the outcome, calling the firewall between mainstream parties and the AfD an anti-democratic cartel agreement, and suggesting that Merz's plan was essentially a copy of the AfD's own proposals. Weidel was seen celebrating the result with her party members, reinforcing fears that the AfD is gaining legitimacy within the German political mainstream. Merz is set to introduce a draft migration bill on Friday, which, while unlikely to become law before the February election, could form the foundation of his policy agenda should he become chancellor. Polling suggests that 66% of Germans support Merz's migration stance, including a majority of voters from Scholz's own Social Democratic Party. However, both the CDU/CSU and SPD have lost ground in recent surveys, while the AfD has seen a notable surge. Opposition to Merz's strategy has extended beyond the Bundestag, with Germany's Protestant and Catholic Church leaders issuing a rare joint statement condemning his willingness to break the taboo of working with the AfD. In their letter, they warned that the move could inflict massive damage on German democracy and fuel xenophobic sentiment. They also criticized the rhetoric surrounding the debate, arguing that it risked demonizing migrants rather than addressing the country's real challenges. With less than a month until the election, the fallout from this vote has deepened divisions in German politics, leaving the future of the country's migration policy, and its broader democratic principles, uncertain.